It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. Tell him, Canada Dry.
It's time for your dad to get some action. It's Dynamite After Dark, y'all.
My dad's dead.
Oh.
Hit it, interns.
Hit the intro.
Anything goes. It's Dynamite After Dark.
Holy cow, kaboom, kablooey, bada bing, bada boom. We are live, coming to you from the Effing Worldwide Media Studios. I am the JFB, James from Boston.
And I am the patron saint with the ducky. I am that bubbly son of a bitch. I'm Canada Dry, damn it.
Oh, yeah. And, of course, we are a trio. And we have the Trios belts. Say hi. Say hi, Mr. Trios.
Yeah, I brought my Lex Luthor shirt because I thought he was gonna do the Green Lantern thing, and now I feel like this whole thing is ruined. We just, you know what? We don't talk enough. We just don't. Now you're doing the duck thing, and it's now I feel like it's like the Batman Returns Penguin thing, and I'm just really disappointed as a person.
Well, you know what the story behind this is?
What's that?
Well, Liam apparently talks to ducks.
Oh,
and so I just have a hard time.
Yeah.
So he watches this later. Hi, Liam.
We love you, Liam. We love you.
I gotta tell you guys. So, last week, I went to go see John Wick 4.
I don't even get an introduction.
No, you're not part of the trios.
You're still coming.
You're not part of the trios. This is my turn now. This is all me. We're gonna talk about the greatest thing to hit cinema in forever. John Wick 4. And so I went to see John Wick 4.
Home Alabama was back in theaters.
Huh? Which is everything all at once?
Sweet Home Alabama.
Oh.
I like hearing you say that, Dollywood.
It just sounds so
Sweet Home Alabama.
My impression is definitely better. But but no, I went to go see John Wick 4, and it is ruined my life. It is so great of a movie. Yeah. But when I went to go see it, as you guys mostly know, I work Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
But I was trying to go see it last weekend, and I actually looked through my schedule for the weekend, and I had no time to go see it. So I went to go see it Thursday night at 10:30, and it's a 3-hour-long movie.
Yeah, it is.
And I have yet to recover from it. So I just want you guys to know that.
It was 3 hours, and Ryan Gosling's not even in it, and you still stayed for the whole thing?
Yeah.
That's it stays because Ryan Gosling was not in it.
Now we're going to introduce our special guest.
Yeah, we got to introduce our special guest.
I brought green M&Ms for this girl. I brought a Fiji water for this girl. We had to get her back.
Yeah,
I only asked for the Fiji water. The green M&Ms are on him. And catnip.
Well, someone told me you like green M&Ms.
It's Kitty Cat.
It's Cam Newton.
Look at this sexy kitty.
Look at his little bow tie. He's so handsome.
Oh, get over here.
It was a double entente.
His name is Cam Newton, so he has to wear a bow tie.
Okay.
Cam Newton is the best. I love Cam Newton.
Yes.
Former Patriots quarterback, Cam Newton.
More importantly, Panthers. Don't leave your laptop.
He may have played for the Panthers for a couple years.
I like this Cam Newton better than the other one.
Yeah.
I'm just glad we got Dolly back. I mean, it was so long ago. It feels like so long ago that we were supposed to have Dolly, and then stuff came up, and then she couldn't be there, and then I had to put on the wig for 3 weeks.
Okay, but
That's hilarious.
That's the thing that I love and hate
Hey, Joe.
more than anything in the whole entire universe is your impersonation of me. The first time I ever listened to it, like I stopped everything I was doing because I was like, oh.
Well, you've made it as a somewhat of a minor celebrity when someone does an impersonation of you.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
That's very true.
If minor celebrity was ever anything, it's me. So Joseph Graham, I was not saying anything about Keanu Reeves because he is wonderful. And one thing I wanted to bring up was that he gave Rolexes to all the people on John Wick 4.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they're like all engraved. I didn't say anything about how could anybody say anything bad about Keanu Reeves? I'm just saying. Ryan Gosling.
And we have a new viewer with us this week, Brandon Stevens. Thank you for watching today.
Yeah, Brandon Stevens, thanks.
Hi.
So before we get started, I want to get something really out of the way, and that is this. I am JFB. I am originally from Boston, but I live in Nashville. This past Monday, 3 children under the age of 10, all 3 of them were 9, a school janitor, a substitute teacher, and the headmistress of a private school in Nashville were gunned down, and they were killed. These little kids are never going to grow up to be what God intended them to be, what the universe wanted them to be. Whether you're Republican, whether you're Democrat, independent, it doesn't matter. You need to write and call and get your representatives, both state and federal, to change gun laws, make sensible gun laws, because right now, according to the CDC, the number one cause of death for kids is shootings, and that's not good at all.
That's not okay.
No. So call them, email them, resist bot, do whatever you need to do, but get on the phone and hold these people responsible to change the laws and to make our country safe.
Let me just say this.
Yes.
Let me just say this. Thoughts and prayers are not enough.
Yeah, definitely not enough. So, all right, so let's kick into Dynamite After Dark. I kind of bummed it out. Now I'm going to bring it back up. I brought it down a little bit. I'm going to bring it back up. We start off with an opening match. No shenanigans or rigmarole. We are talking about Jungle Boy versus Matt Hardy. Here are some of my notes. Very weird opener. I didn't predict it, and then maybe that's why it was weird, but it felt like it was the puzzle piece you had to jam in, and then you had to cut it to make it fit. You had to cut it to make it fit. Does Matt Hardy's knees bend? I don't think I've ever seen him bend ever in my entire life. And am I the only one who hates that Ethan Page is escorting anyone instead of being in the ring? The crowd was horrible tonight. This will be a recurring theme throughout probably 900% of the show. That crowd was horrible. They sat on their hands and did nothing.
They're cold.
Yeah, and very weak chemistry at the start between Jungle Boy. Hook comes out, takes on Ethan Page, which I thought was really good. They traded some blows. It's good to see Hook standing up to the next level wrestlers now. MJF comes out. MJF cuts a great freaking promo.
It wasn't that good.
Oh, it was great.
She just hates MJF.
I'll never give him credit.
My favorite was Shivani saying that he was the boil on the butt of pro wrestling. He calls Jack Perry's career mid. Told Jungle Boy that nice guys finished last, and then said Anna Jay thinks he's weak between the knees.
Ooh.
Canada, you go first. What are your thoughts on the opening match?
I thought it was a great match. I enjoyed it. I actually would have liked to maybe Ethan Page be the wrestler and maybe Matt Hardy be the cheerleader.
Yeah.
But I like this back and forth between Jungle Boy and MJF because MJF, Jungle Boy really needs that next step push, and that is someone like MJF. But I would have, if I was MJF, I think they should have mentioned you're the only pillar that has never held gold.
Yeah.
They should have really emphasized that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And they didn't.
Well,
touch
he's
it.
held tag team goals, singles goal, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a missed opportunity. It totally was.
Absolutely.
Trey J, your thoughts on the opening match?
Well, I like the fact that they play on the history. That's something that I've always kind of felt like wrestling has gotten away from a lot of times, is that they forget that these people have faced each other. They were at different parts of their careers. And going back to Double or Nothing 2020, it was definitely a big point. 3 years ago, they faced each other, and it's like, and Max did a lot of heavy lifting in this promo. And I think that was good for Jungle Boy, because Jungle Boy can really just he can get over with the nonverbals probably better than a lot of other wrestlers at his age.
Yeah.
And you gotta kind of use that. And it's almost like you get to that boiling point where MJF is just saying and needling. And then finally it's just like, boom. And I do like the fact that he even said interrupting the bar mitzvah was a Kanye move.
Yeah, I love that. That was a great line.
Yeah. So, I mean, Max has the zingers.
Yeah.
No one's ever going to deny that.
Yeah.
Jungle Boy definitely kind of plays to his strengths in this and doesn't try to go blow for blow and word for word with him, because he's not there. But non-verbally, he can definitely hang.
Yeah, absolutely. Dollywood, what were your thoughts on the opening match?
So I don't really have a whole lot to say about the match, just like everyone else. Hey, noob. The match was whatever.
Noob.
I wish more than anything on God's green earth that Matt Hardy would get a stylist, because he looks ridiculous in his outfits. Always has, though. That's like his thing. Like, I don't think he's gotten a new outfit since 95, 97.
No, you can't afford it.
If you do outfit, people won't.
Not when
like 10 kids.
his brother out of jail. No, he sure can he? I'm sorry. That was low hanging fruit. That was
Low hang. That's an MJF move.
That was an MJF.
Wow. Never thought we'd see it from you. See what happens when we bring her back?
Just let the floodgates open.
For real. I got so much.
You got any of the drinky poo tonight?
Maybe.
Yeah, she does.
It's like, you see folks get engaged and then you see the real them.
For real. Yeah, I don't have to be like super nice anymore.
No, you don't have to be nice anymore. Like, you got
I
your
got
man.
my hooks in him.
Yeah, you got the ring. That's all you need.
I live here. He spent a lot of money. It's fine. I'm not going anywhere.
Good deal. Very good deal.
So, that was a hell of a promo between the both of them. I think that, with as much as I don't want to ever admit that MJF was right, he did. Yes.
Joseph Graham says, "Is that the closest to a Dollywood heel turn we will get?"
Oh, I don't think it is. I think this is just the beginning.
Okay,
It's just-
I think
it's
I
gonna
did
rise.
so good in my heel promo against Brie. Like, I just have to keep it up. Like, I just have to remember, it's okay to be mean for more than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I have a hard time with that. No matter what Alex might say in the group chat, I have a hard time being mean for more than 5 minutes. So MJF was right. It did take Jungle Boy 4 years to find his voice, and he did have to go with what do you call him? Marco's stunted growth.
Yeah.
That was
The best. I love that. And I also just want to plug that Marco Stunt winked at me in Atlanta at a show one time.
All right.
I don't really know if that's
you
a
could have
brag.
been Mrs. Marco Stunts instead of.
You got to be 5 foot tall to ride this ride.
Usually those are the jokes that we make, but now good night, everybody.
I love that we see your cat's tail in the background. This is
I
so
know.
awesome.
He is such a ham. If I'm on camera, he wants to be in my lap. Like,
That's all right. We love cats on the show.
he's my baby.
Yeah, we do. We are a cat-friendly show.
He's my sweet guy. The dogs aren't allowed upstairs, so he's the only one that's upstairs. Anyway, hell of a segment between the two of them. I didn't think about that, about how Jungle Boy's the only one that hasn't held singles gold. That would have been a great way to go with it, and maybe that's coming. But it almost seemed to me like at one point that Jungle Boy was gonna be like, "Wait, MJF, you're right. Like, I do need to turn heel." And with as much as I don't want him to be a heel, like, wouldn't that have been awesome if he was like, "Wait, I do. I need to be with MJF. So
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
one day we'll see that. I'm glad that it wasn't tonight, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't be devastated if it was one day.
Will there come a point where he's not Jungle Boy but Jungle Man, or it will just always be Jungle Boy?
First of all,
He's
Griff
supposed
Garrison
to
is
be
Jungle
Jack
Man.
Perry. We need to call him Jack Perry.
Yeah, he'll eventually grow out of the Jungle Boy thing because there's only so much you can do that.
Yeah.
I mean, Shawn Michaels still the Heartbreak Kid, ain't he?
That's true. That's true. Joseph Graham says Dollywood has like 6 months of after dark pent up energy to unleash.
I know. Liam's like, you can't say that. This isn't after dark. And I'm like, oh, fudge.
I just like the fact that he even threw, like he said, I expect Hook to play it to end up the same way.
Yeah.
Like, that's such a flip from like the way the Hook is normally presented too. Like everybody kind of presents Hook as like the future, and this is like, yeah, let's go ahead and shut that down.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll
yeah,
see.
let's put a break on that. We go backstage with Kenny Omega and Don Callis. Don Callis admits he fell and was not pushed by Hangman Page, and he's going to go talk to Hangman. So now we get a video package of the Acclaim with 2.0 at a hockey game, drinking milkshakes, having steaks, and they really want the Acclaim to join. Canada Dry, my question to you is this: are they going to join JAS?
No.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure we're on the same page. All right, let's go to our second match of the night. Dalton Castle and the boys, Dalton Castle versus Blackpool Combat Club. Here are some quick notes. Tornado tag match. I didn't realize this was a tornado tag match. It wouldn't have changed my prediction, but still, we don't deserve Dalton Castle. None of us on the panel deserves Dalton Castle. That man is so amazing as a athlete. The BCC bum rush Castle and the boys, and then we get Claudio Castagnoli beating the living hell out of one of the boys and gets the Blue Thunder pin. It was a squish match is what it was. And that really bothered me that they used Dalton Castle.
Well, you didn't even need Dalton Castle today. You could have made it like a tag team, and you could have had the boys be beat up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it and I mean, you never saw Castle in the ring. He was getting headlocked on the floor outside the ring. Trey J Styles, you go first. What do you think about the second match of the night? Oh, good. I'm so glad that we got a chance to talk about the second match. I got to tell you, Jeff Cobb versus Kenny Omega was amazing because because that was the second match of the night. Okay, let's not pretend any other way here. Yeah, but it was interesting because I was trying to figure out, were they trying to like save them for, just make sure that everybody was like still fresh for Supercard of Honor? Because I don't really see any other reason for this other than like, hey, this really worked well last week. Let's try it again. Yeah, exactly. And it's just the fact that when you interrupt, like whenever you interrupt Dalton Castle's entrance, like the full entrance with not just the two boys, but with the six boys, and we don't get to see the part where he like falls off the ring apron and gets carried around by the boys that don't have shoes. Yep. Like that is a cardinal sin of wrestling. And I feel like one of the Blackpool Combat Club members, not named guy who we'll see later, is gonna get injured because they broke the rule. Yeah, it's like the Madden curse. You don't interrupt Dalton Castle's entrance. No. But yeah, this happened. This happened. It was a match. I mean, it's honestly, it's like watching Jay Brock wrestle, but Jay Brock not like when he gets a chance to wrestle me, because I will carry him through the entire match because I am a loyal AFW performer. I'm still gonna beat him, but I'm
in the mail for having to carry everybody.
You gotta understand, like, I went, and in Final Battle, I went and made sure that I had my ROH hat, so I'm all ready for Friday. Yeah, so I'm there, so I'm good. You guys probably can see I have my G1 Supercard hat, and it's all good. All right, Dollywood, your thoughts on the second match of the night?
My TV buffered and I missed it. Missed the whole thing. I saw Dalton Castle come out, and then I saw Blackpool Combat going back, and I was like, okay, well, yes, they won. Didn't even see it.
Oh, you got lucky.
And well, no, that stinks because I love Claudio.
Yeah.
So I wish I would have seen him win, but it is what
I'm
it is.
glad somebody likes Claudio.
Yeah, because the rest of us are not fans.
Okay. You old men have to stick together.
No,
I'm just saying.
I can't even do that. Can't drive your thoughts on the second match.
Let's just skip ahead.
Okay. Let's go to a video package of the Elite and the Blackpool Combat Club shenanigans. We get another horrible Hangman Page promo. I rewound it 3 times. I swear to God, he did not say BCC. He said
BBC.
That's what he said.
Absolutely said BBC.
Which for those who don't know,
I mean, if you guys need to see, I mean, if people keep calling for it.
For the kids out there listening and watching, BBC is a British broadcasting channel. They are world famous. You might remember the
Three
Beatles.
Musketeers and Sherlock.
Yeah, and Sherlock
You should
and
get your
Doctor
news
Who
from
and
there.
all that stuff.
And they have
Not
given us
any
some
American
great
source.
shows, including Mr. Bean.
And Mr. Bean. Damn right.
Hey, don't watch that. Watch their news. Don't.
So Callis comes out to apologize.
Not Mr. Bean for Dollywood. He's funny.
He's really not that funny.
So Don Callis comes out, talks to Hangman Page, and apologizes. And then the Blackpool Combat Club, BCC, destroys Page and Callis. Callis gets color. Holy crap. I love it. Dollywood, your thoughts on this horrible Hangman promo that got saved by the Blackpool Combat Club?
Okay. Poor old Hangman. Like, at this point, I'm starting to wonder if he needs like a helmet or something. Because there's something going on in his sweet little brain. And I don't know what it is, but he's not the Hangman that we've seen before.
Yeah.
His promos are not where they used to be. His wrestling is not where they used to be. Like, I don't know. There's something going on with him though. My favorite part of this promo was Claudio taking Don Callis' sunglasses though. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
And I think we can all agree to that. You don't have to like him. You could just admit that it was funny.
It was funny.
And then he looked into those sunglasses.
Canada Dry, your thoughts on the backstage shenanigans with Hangman Page?
My favorite part of that is when Don Callis is all excited that Hangman got beat up and he's going to shake their hand, and then he just got popped.
Kids clock.
It was this great villain moment where it's like, oh.
Oh no.
You
JJ, what are your thoughts?
I like the fact that, going into this week, there's been this rumor, fan theory rumor that Callis was going to join the Blackpool Combat Club.
Yeah.
And it was like, when he had his hand still out there, it was like, oh snap, they're really going to do this. And then it was like, clock.
Yes.
Then they ripped our hearts out.
Yeah.
Okay. I just need to pause this for one tiny moment because earlier, JFB, you did mention how awful the crowd was.
Yeah.
And while we're talking about irrelevant people like Don Callis, can we just talk for a second about the weirdo Daniel Tosh sign that was in the crowd?
Yeah.
I didn't see it. What
It
does
said
say?
Daniel Tosh versus Arn Anderson.
Yeah. Tosh came out and said something about Arn Anderson, and Arn started firing back on Twitter.
When?
But
like about
Tosh,
2 years
Tosh
ago.
Tosh has been talking shit about Arn Anderson for years.
Yeah, he's been
He
talking
wants to have
shit
a
about
match
Arn
with-
Anderson for years.
I
Daniel
wouldn't
Tosh
talk
talks so much
trash.
shit. Like, who even cares about him? Is his show even still on?
No,
No.
I don't even think it's on anymore.
Daniel Tosh lost everything when he got exposed for stealing jokes a few years back.
Yeah.
And ever since then he's just been clawing for relevance. I think there was even a point where Daniel Tosh was the headliner at a comedy club, and Dave Chappelle went on before him, and then Dave Chappelle went on and was like, all right, everybody, I'm gonna go outside. And so they went out, and the whole crowd went outside while Daniel Tosh was performing. Also,
That's the
is
best.
Arn Anderson Is Arn Anderson really the guy you want to pick a fight with? That guy said he was going to shoot somebody.
That guy has a
Just
Glock
lost
9mm.
He just lost a kid like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
No, like let that man be.
Yeah, exactly. So let's get to our third match of the night. It's the match that Trey J talked about. You know what? Before we even get into that, I believe that we have a joke of the week, if I'm not mistaken.
We do.
Yeah, we do.
And joke of the week is brought to you by backshaves.com.
That's right, backshaves.com, where someone will come out and shave your back for you. Now, I used to be on the cheapskate level. I upped it to the ultimate supreme, and it is amazing. I got the girl, and she shaved my back, and then she goes, like, bada.
Oh, you got my girl.
I got your girl. It was
I
awesome.
have a name.
You, huh?
My name is Dollywood. You know,
you were shaving Jiffy's back.
That guy was.
like, he paid for it. It's fine.
Yeah, she gave me a fade and a little like faux hawk in the middle.
Hey,
so
everyone needs to earn extra money, right? So
there you go. There you go.
For real, I can't be like your girl Natalia and get my OnlyFans on.
All right, let's go to the joke of the week. Hey, Trey J.
Once upon a time, somebody asked me recently, when are you going to give the Bobby Fish joke a break?
Mm-hmm.
And the answer to that question is right now, because today we are going to talk all about J Brock, the current AFW effing world champion. This hot piece of garbage is the reason why God created a middle finger. You know what? When all of J Brock's secrets are safe because nobody listens to him. You got to understand, J Brock brings all the joy when he leaves the room. You know that, we have to wonder if J Brock ever taught a class, how much stupider would the class get? You know, he should come with a warning label.
Yeah.
You know, J Brock is, and you know, it's so funny because if you ever want to learn how to speak asshole, I'm pretty sure the main first two words to learn is J Brock. His entire vocabulary fits in one sentence. You know, he probably has a personality that came out of a slow cooker.
J Brock watches this show.
It doesn't matter. He's gonna hear about this because I'm going to insult him and then I'm going to beat him. You know, it's like I didn't even know. Like I've beaten J Brock before. And even I still doubt if he really exists. Like it's like I tried to forget the first time I faced him, but it didn't work. So I'm just gonna keep trying. You know, I just yes, ma'am.
Do you know the difference between J Brock and a catfish?
People actually try to get a catfish.
One of them is a bottom feeding sucker. And the other one's a catfish.
The other one's a catfish.
What do you have against J Brock?
Like every time I think about J Brock, it reminds me that it must be trash day.
It's funny enough, it was for me today.
He's not trash because trash gets taken out. J Brock never gets taken out.
Love it.
No, love it.
He's lucky stupidity isn't a crime because if not, he wouldn't he's lucky that stupidity isn't a crime, so he's free to go.
He'd get 30 days in the electric chair.
All I can say is this: if Brains were dynamite, J Brock wouldn't have enough to blow his nose.
Oh, you actually had a Bobby Fish ammo this week, where Bobby Fish is saying he wants to go to Ring of Honor, and you just clearly.
I know, but unfortunately, Bobby Fish will probably never go to Ring of Honor, but yet I'm stuck facing J Brock at Ring of Honor. It's like, oh my God, this man is living proof that two wrongs make a J Brock. Like.
All right, this roast of J Brock brought to you by backshaves.com. Backshaves.com. Go.
So Bobby Fish joke of the week is over then. No more.
At least for this week.
Unclear.
We undetermined at this point.
Graham here.
I need somebody new. like I'm kind of hoping like one day Rich Swann goes to like AEW because then I have like a ton of stuff against him. So we're getting there.
So Joseph Graham comes in with breaking news. So after Dynamite, Daniel Garcia came out to challenge Hiroshi Tanahashi, and it looks like it could be a match here soon, maybe at Supercard of Honor. Wow.
I like he said Super Cross, and it reminds me of like the BMX championships.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Super Cross of Honor.
Love it. Everything about it.
All right, so let's go to our third match of the night: Kenny Omega versus Jeff Cobb. Here are some of my notes. Cobb is a freaking monster. I love this guy when he was in Lucha Underground. He is an absolute beast of a wrestler. The best sign of the night was the one I saw, which was Cobb eats corn properly on a sign. Made me roll laugh. It was hilarious. Shivani breaks the news to Omega, gets into Kenny's head. Kenny plays off the whole not up to it mentally to perfection. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know how to convey emotion without saying a single word, Kenny Omega is the man to watch.
Never been interested in not saying a word.
Yeah.
Never
What a
heard of
brain
it.
bust. Yeah, running brain buster by Cobb. This crowd is just trash. I don't like this crowd. I'm never going to St. Louis ever again. I don't get it. I don't understand.
They always beat the Braves in the in October. To hell with them.
Well, we beat them in 4 games in 2004, so
Okay, well,
just saying.
got 2 words for you.
Yeah, 23 years late. Come on.
So standing moonsault by Cobb, absolutely freaking unreal. Blackpool Combat Club comes out again, surrounds the ring. Danielson comes out, and the crowd finally reacts. And he tells the Blackpool Combat Club, stand down. And then he psycho knees the living hell out of Kenny Omega. Ladies and gentlemen, there's 2 things. We got the turn, and it needed to be Danielson. Now, Blackpool Combat Club is the best heel faction in wrestling right now. Screw the Bloodline. Holy cow. Anyways, Blood and Guts, I think, is what's coming up. I can see it. 4-on-4, Blood and Guts. Ken Dry, your thoughts on the third match?
Well, yeah, this crowd, what are they, like some uppity, oh, jolly good. Oh, yes, this is great. Oh, yes.
Not in St. Louis. They don't know.
They don't know about barbecue. Yeah, they don't know shit about barbecue, and they definitely don't know when to clap.
They got the St. Louis Blues. But
they do that Jay Brock clap when they just be like, hey, I'm happy.
No, I gotta go. He's like committing hate crimes at this point. I gotta go.
I gotta go.
I would not be an accessory to this.
You are already an accessory for your words, Dollywood. But yeah, this match was great. I loved Kenny Omega. I loved Jeff Cobb. But the Daniel Bryan's, I was just hoping that he was going to be the good guy. It broke my heart. And that's what it's supposed to do, but I should have known better.
I was like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. I got so mad, and I love heels.
But
no.
The cool thing is now actually BCC is a little bit cooler because those other 3 don't do anything for me.
Yeah, exactly. Trey J Styles, your thoughts on the third match of the evening?
It's crazy when a post-match segment in the middle of a show, not a show closer, overshadows a great match. Like that entire, 25 minutes worth of time was amazing. That was great wrestling. That was something that could have been pay-per-view worthy. That could have been on anything. And that to me is one of the things that, I think that I love, and I think I speak for you guys too, that we love about AEW. They can just give that away. Yeah. And that's a match that has backstory because they had the pre-match and the kind of leading up to it, and what Kenny Omega said, like the day he won that title, don't do it for Will Ospreay, don't do it for United Empire, do it because you're a badass. And what can you really say about like Jeff Cobb that hasn't been said before? The man's amazing. Yeah, he moves like I don't even know who you can even compare him to. He moves like Jeff Cobb.
Yeah.
And that match was fantastic. It was a hard-hitting match. You know, you gotta love it. The post-match, though, like if you believed that Bryan Danielson was going good for this, you need to tag team with Jay Brock. Like that's the only place where
Jay Brock has a tag team partner, the Deadly Duck.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. That is only the only place that you can feel smart again is by teaming with him. It's like, oh, if I stand next to this guy, it's like, you know. But no, it was great because Danielson plays heel so well, and I think we've forgotten that. Like when he did it against Hangman, it was like, okay, cool. But it was just like even him doing the label lock with the flex pose, just little things like everybody else is stomping. No, go beat up everybody else. I'll still hold them down here. It's just it's great.
Yeah,
and it's good to see BCC on the same page.
Yeah,
and it not be Hangman this time. Like
absolutely. Dollywood, your thoughts on the third match?
So this, I think that Trey J said it perfectly. Like, there's nobody on earth like this Hobbs. There's nobody on earth like the other Hobbs either. But he's amazing. Amazing. You can go back, you can watch any match that he's ever done, and you're gonna learn something. Just if you appreciate wrestling, just as a sport, as an art, you're gonna learn something, and it's gonna be beautiful. And I don't know. I think that it's it's almost heartbreaking that I kind of think this, but every time I watch wrestling, which is 4 or 5 times every week, I'm always like, if somebody attacked me, could I do that move? And every time, and I'm like, okay, I could do that one, and I could do that one, and that's awful, but I'm a woman in America, so I have to think about these things.
Why do you think that? Because when I think it, I'm like, I'd break my leg here, here, here.
No, I don't park in parking garages. We'll talk about it like off the show because it's going to get a little political. Like, I don't park in parking garages. I don't, like, as a woman in America, I don't do a lot of things, and it's sad. And I didn't realize it was sad until like I read Reddit, and I was like, wait, other people don't think these things? Okay. Apparently I do have an anxiety disorder. My therapist was right.
The other thing I want to talk about,
both, sister.
About this BCC and Elite.
BCC or BBC? Because it's the same thing.
Y'all keep calling for it. I don't know what. I'm trying to tell you. If it comes out, this whole room gets dark. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Matt Hardy's injured, so how?
Sanjay Dutt never.
We've lost
Matt Hardy's injured, so how are they going to reconcile this in a 4-on-4 battle?
It's got to be blood and guts.
Oh, anyway, everything Bryan Danielson does is right, and that's the end of everything I have to say. That's all I have to say for this match. Bryan Danielson is always right, and if you disagree with him, then you're wrong.
Yeah, there you go.
So no one wants to address what I just said.
Nope.
No, I think honestly, I feel like if we do that, we're getting into spoiler territory. We don't need to get there. We still got like 2 whole months before Double or Nothing. Yeah. We got time.
Yeah, he can get better. He can just do light duty until it's time to actually wrestle.
Yeah. We'll touch on this.
Yeah.
I don't care what he does. It's perfect. Whatever he does.
So we go to our video package with the FTR and the Guns. Guns talking shit about FTR. And next week we get a title versus career. The promo the Guns cut was amazing. That is the best promo I think they've ever had. I loved it. Canada Dry, your thoughts on the video package with FTR and the Guns?
Yeah, it was good, but like I'm so torn inside. It like, and they did it great. The fact that I'm torn. Yeah. And like, oh no, FDR's leaving if they don't win, and it just seems so soon for this to go down. Like it's just next week. They got to win the tag titles by next week. That makes it believable that they're leaving. So who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah, exactly. All right, Trey J, your thoughts really quick on the video package.
Do you notice how many times they like kind of emphasize the if we don't win the title. Not so much if they win or lose the match, but just how many times they emphasize if we don't win the match and leave with the tag titles. It's like, I'm like, so what if they win and don't leave with the tag titles? Now what? So I think there's definitely a lot of drama surrounding this, especially as it relates to what FTR's future is going to be.
Yeah.
It's something, you know. It's a lot of potential double talk. I mean, leaving AEW doesn't necessarily mean leaving the umbrella because they own ROH and so on and so forth. So there's definitely some potential twists and turns here just next week. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. I don't want to speculate too much just yet.
Okay. Dollywood, your thoughts?
I think that every time the Gun Club wins, that a puppy dies.
Poor puppies.
I feel bad for these dogs.
It's awful. I'm
not even a dog guy, and I'm sad.
I would rather. I don't even know. Like, I would rather do anything than see the Gun Club win anything. I think that it's interesting that this is happening. Like, I know that we all saw what was it posted on Instagram by Dax, yeah, with the WWE logo. I think it's funny. I don't think that it was like anything. Like, I think that he did that on purpose because I think that
Dallas hates them now.
I think that's like his sense of humor, and I think that he's probably like, let's see what these marks have to say.
Pretty much.
And I don't think that it was anything, but I think it was really interesting, especially now that they are putting their careers on the line.
Yeah,
and they posted "Forever the Revival."
Yeah, exactly.
It's really interesting, and I don't know. Like, I want to put my career on the line too. Like, not my real career, but like my FTW career on the line. Like, if they lose, I'm done. But
yeah. Oh.
You say FTW career? But
wrong league.
Yeah.
So really quickly, would you guys like to have a basket full of dead puppies or be in a room full of annoying people? Which one would you choose?
You mean the Gun Club?
No, just a random. Someone asked me this one time, so I'm asking you guys.
Boring people.
What is wrong with that person?
A room full of annoying people.
Okay, I think that you need to start hanging out with new people.
Mm-hmm.
Because me and my friends talk about the Real Housewives. We don't talk. Oh, okay. I have a question for Canada Dry.
All right.
Do they show as many American Dad commercials in Canada as they do in America during the show?
Oh no, we don't get American Dad during the show.
Okay, I wish that we didn't. I don't think it's that funny.
That show stopped being funny years ago.
Oh right. Yeah.
And it's constant. They keep playing the Lee Greenwood "Proud to Be an American" song.
Yep. No, don't get that one.
He was a draft dodger, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't get the fascination with the song. I was in
so you didn't answer my question. Puppies are annoying people. Come on.
I'd rather be with the dead puppies.
Oh,
wow. They're not yapping. I don't have to smell their yucky breath. Even though puppy breath is sweet. But annoying people typically have halitosis.
Yeah.
I'd rather smell the dead puppies than halitosis.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to our fourth match of the night. Orange Cassidy versus the Butcher. Here are my notes. Love Butcher being bald. My hope and dream is I can get a bushy beard like that to, just a nice big bushy mustache. And why does he keep dressing up like a villain from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom with his red sash that says Butcher on it? He should have a turban, a big scimitar, and start chopping people left and right. Butcher, so Blade comes in with a crowbar. Where did he hide the crowbar? But he has a crowbar all of a sudden. They attack Orange Cassidy. Butcher is just killing him, tossing him all over the place. I love Orange as the comeback kid. I think that is the appropriate way he should be defending his title. Blade comes out, attacks Orange. Best friends come out for the assist. Canada Dry, your thoughts on the fourth match?
Okay, first of all, I hate this match for one reason.
Okay.
And
Who has Butcher ever beaten to deserve a title match?
Nobody.
He's never won anything aside from on Dark.
Yeah.
Like this guy, they bury these guys so bad.
Yeah.
And then they put him in a title match. Like that booking makes no sense to me.
Yep.
And it's honestly a travesty.
Yeah. I think they could be a deadly tag team and be actually legitimate shots at the gold. But yeah, I thought there was a still entertaining match, and Butcher did a great job with everything he did. So I think that these guys really need to get a proper push and not just be jobbers to the stars.
Yeah, I agree. Trey J, your thoughts on the fourth match of the night?
when you see Butcher, to me, you always feel like this guy just deserves better.
Yeah.
Like he really commits to the look. I think he's like in a rock band.
Yeah, he's in a real heavy metal band.
They broke up.
Oh, they broke up.
They did.
Oh, dang.
Well, he's no longer part of that group.
Big fan. I don't even like that kind of music. Big fan though.
Yeah.
My sister has hung out with him actually. Just
fun
nice. Fact, yeah.
But you know, like it's something about like that whole combination, Butcher, Blade, and Bunny, that looks like it's honestly a money combination.
Oh yeah.
You just gotta, they just give them something. They could have been in the reach for this guy Battle Royal. I mean, that would have been fun. Blade is a really underrated talent. Like I remember watching some of his old Impact stuff, and it's like really good. Like that guy's good.
Yeah,
like very sound, very technical. It's like Dolph Ziggler with a different look.
Yeah,
but
very much so.
He's
Absolutely.
so much better than Dolph Ziggler. So much better. He would never cheat on the Bunny. Dolph cheated on Nikki Bella. He'd never do those things. Anyway,
who would cheat on Nikki Bella? You stupid.
Dolph Ziggler.
Have you met Dolph Ziggler?
Yeah, apparently Dolph Ziggler.
That guy is not splitting atoms anytime soon. I can tell you that. I've met him and talked to him. He ain't splitting atoms. He might split a check. He might do a banana split, but he ain't no splitting no atoms.
And he's not a 50-50 splitter either. He's, well, I got the soup and you got the salmon. He ain't shit.
That is right on the head. All right. Dollywood, what are your thoughts on the fourth match?
Okay. It is no secret how I feel about Orange Cassidy. I absolutely love Orange Cassidy.
Yeah.
Like I was joking with Alex during the show about how much because he really likes Orange Cassidy too. So, and I have the Orange Cassidy beach towel. And I was like, are you going to sit on Orange Cassidy's face this summer when we're at the pool? That's my big joke is I love sitting on Orange Cassidy's face.
Ew.
I love you, Dollywood. I love you.
It's a travesty that the Butcher and Blade don't have action figures. I want them on my wall. Yep. I love them. If anybody was ever going to be Orange Cassidy and I was going to be okay with it so far, it would have been him.
You know what's a travesty? That you're not on this show every single week.
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly couldn't agree with you more. I just got stuff going on in my life.
I know.
But yeah, the Butcher is absolutely incredible. When he comes out and does his lunges around the ring, it makes my heart like want to explode. I love it so much. He's so talented. The Butcher is also so talented. Or the Blade is. I'm sorry.
The Blade. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Blade is more talented than that crowbar, and he is way more talented than that stupid hat he wears.
Yeah.
Big fan of them. The Bunny, I could take or leave, but the two of them wholeheartedly agree that they deserve everything and more that the Gun Club has been given.
Yep.
And that is all I have to say about that.
Okay. So we go to a Jade video talking about Taya. She says if she uses her move one more time, that they are going to sue her. We'll skip that. We get a video with Soft Serve Soda Robinson. I can't call him Juice because that's just way too good for a nickname for someone else and not for Soft Serve. So we got our fifth match of the night. Willow Nightingale versus Ruby Soho here. So in my notes, I love Willow. I am a big Willow fan. My stock is high on Willow. I mean the great reversals in the very early part of the match. Willow is pretty much in control for a little bit. Outcast get involved. I like the mean streak in Ruby. I've always liked her as a heel and not as a face. That was the nastiest Death Valley driver I've ever seen, and it looked nasty. The plow was amazing too. She almost shot out through the ring ropes and into the stands. Like,
I love that plow.
oh yeah, that was a great move. Now of course, they win. They're going to spray paint her. Out comes Riho and Sky Blue. Oh, but not like the last time. The Outcasts stay in the ring and they get into a fight and they kick their asses. And then who comes out? My second favorite girl in the entire world, beneath Dollywood, and that is Jamie Hayter comes out. The champ comes out. She makes the save. Her and Rio go face to face. And Trey J, your thoughts on the fifth match?
Like asses and Democrats. I ain't mad at you, baby.
I love the fact that like they have been at least somewhat committed to pushing Willow Nightingale.
Yeah.
Like even with the fact that it's like she didn't get beat, she got like schoolboyed. Like it's, she's super talented. She's been in the wrestling game for a really long time. Yeah. And she's good. Like she has put so much young talent over in her career. Yeah. Like she's the reason really why Roxanne Perez's career is where it is, because she really helped develop her and really helped put her over with some big wins towards the end of ROH. Yeah. But you gotta love the fact that when somebody who is a genuinely nice person is finally getting their due. Yeah. Once again, restores your faith in humanity. The Outcasts did come across in this entire segment looking real second best. Now the Blackpool Combat Club is at full strength. Yep, absolutely. It's like, you guys, I don't know. I was with you. I was rocking with you. You were one of the best things going. It was kind of like you and like Prison Dom were like neck and neck, and then now we got something better. Yeah, absolutely. Dollywood, your thoughts on the fifth match? Oh man, I have one more thing about J Brock. Go ahead. Oh, you had a thing about J Brock? Prison Dom. Yeah, Prison Dom. It's like now they kind of like now it's like BCC, Prison Dom, Outcast, J Brock. Like that's how really wrestling goes right now.
We'll talk about that not on the show because we just simply do not have enough time. I love Willow so much. Like thick girls gotta stick together. And not even just because of that. Not even just because of that, because she is wonderful. She is such a sweet, sweet human being. She's
like the feeling that like she has the best hugs.
Don't you think?
Yes.
Oh, he's just done. He
said, "Forget this. I'm leaving the Americans to their own devices."
This show is about
Sky Blue. Dang. I bet she does. Like, I bet she smells like vanilla. Like, I bet she is such a sweet human being. I love her. She wouldn't leave people high and dry at meet and greets like MJF. Anything to take a stab at MJF. No, I think like the sun rises and sets from her. Like, I love Willow Nightingale so much. Like, her songs so upbeat. Like, it makes me want to do the Carlton. Like, I love her. I think she's so wonderful. I wish that she would have won. I want her to win everything because I think she is such a sweet, wonderful human being. And I think that the bad guys don't always need to prevail. And a lot of times they do, especially in professional wrestling. And that kind of sucks. I think that Ruby is also great. I think Ruby's a sweet, sweet person, probably in real life. Yeah. But I think that she needs to stop buying her hair dye from the dollar store. Because that's the same stuff they're spraying on people. Oh yeah. She was looking at it and she was like, "Wait, did our roots need to catch up?" Oh no, we're on camera. Are you eating crackers? What is going on?
Is somebody getting feedback?
I don't think we are.
Oh, I think it's gone now.
Okay.
yeah, whatever you had going on in your apartment is gone now. We don't need to get into that on camera, but
Ooh.
anyway, this was a fantastic match, like y'all said. I don't think that the Outcasts deserve as much as they've been given. I don't think they're on par with Blackpool Combat Club. I don't think they're on par with Damian Priest.
Yeah.
I don't see a whole lot of. I think they're kind of a hodgepodge of just people that didn't quite. I mean, I guess that's kind of the point of being an outcast. Like, y'all aren't really fitting with anybody, so we're going to stick y'all together and see what happens.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But it just looks like y'all are like all using spray tan that's not the right color for you. Is what it looks like to me. So.
Canada Dry, your thoughts on the 5th match of the night?
So my battery for my phone died. That's what happened.
Oh, snap.
I was like, the charger wasn't quite connecting. That's why I was fiddling with it earlier. It's like, come on.
You need to get off Natalia's OnlyFans.
Oh,
I'm actually not on.
Okay.
Anyways,
he doesn't get paid till Friday. That's why.
Listen. Anyways.
Anyway.
Ruby, this was a great match. I really love Ruby Soho. I love the Outcasts. You guys shitting on the Outcasts, but the Outcasts are the best thing about the women's division.
Yeah.
And I loved Rio tonight. She looked so nice in that little red skirt.
She did. All right, so we go to a Hobbs video.
If you continued, I was going to be an adult.
We get a Hobbs video. We'll fast forward through that. Let's get to our main event of the evening. It is Adam Cole, baby, versus Daniel Garcia. Here are my notes. Cole looks absolutely amazing. He looks in really great shape. Crowd finally got into a match. Garcia's, I love it. He's kicking dirt on Adam Cole. Garcia basically ran that match the entire time. And I don't know if he carried Cole. I don't know if Cole wasn't in full ring shape, but those 2 pile drivers were just nasty. I mean, absolute nasty. Great match. Out comes Britt Baker. The confetti falls. I thought he was going to propose. I literally thought he was.
Oh my God! So did I.
Yes.
Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, is he going to ask her to marry him? And he's like, no, it's just celebration. And
so my words were, I hope you propose, but please don't, because ask Miss Elizabeth how that works. Oh, wait, you can't.
Yeah. Dollywood's going dark. Damn.
It's not Macho Man's fault.
I'm gonna lay down on that. Like,
wow.
Doing the rest of the show from like this position now. Like,
what shirt are you wearing now?
Fine. Ask what's her face that was engaged to
Nikki Bella.
What's his name? Sammy Guevara.
Yeah.
Oh,
you can't.
Well, what about Nikki Bella? Since we were talking about her earlier,
Nikki Bella's not engaged to John Cena anymore.
Exactly.
She's married to someone else now. It does not work when you propose.
She's married to a guy who doesn't have vowels in his name.
That's true. It's all consonants. I've checked.
But he's so sweet and he treats her so well. Like, she is a high maintenance babe. Like, from one high maintenance babe to another, she is a high maintenance babe.
Yeah.
And good for him for putting up
On
with
a scale of 1 to 10, how high maintenance are you, Dollywood?
You're going to have to ask Alejandro that. Is it a chat now? Go ahead and ask him.
All right. Let's see if he answers me.
So out comes Jericho's Jericho's music kicks. Out comes Jericho. He's on the way. You think maybe, just maybe, there might be a confrontation. Might be a little bumping of faces and noses. Nope. He grabs Garcia, gets around the ring, gives the side eye, walks up the rest of the ramp. Adam Cole's music plays. He does another side eye. That's how we end the show. Canada Dry, your thoughts on match number 6, the main event.
Why could you have not thought?
Hang on, you have to show it. You have to show the comment. Hang on.
Okay, show it.
I thought Jericho.
The one before it. The one after that. What is wrong with you?
Y'all being funny.
That's my. That's how high maintenance I am, allegedly.
Oh, it is Alex. All right.
All right. So my question is, why couldn't this been the first match on the show?
I agree.
Right.
Like
I was
it
hoping-
would have
that was
been
my
way
guess.
more sense.
Yeah.
Ending with the
The
Brian,
Daniel Bryan turn.
the
or
Brian
Bryan
turn.
Danielson.
Ending with that, the credits roll. Everyone's all bad. The Brian's turn. Like it would have been perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And you don't send St. Louis people home happy.
No, not
No,
this
they don't
Christmas,
deserve
that's the damn
We're
sure.
not used to that, no.
No.
Especially
Like,
that
ain't St. Louis
Cody
like a twin city or
Perot, right?
something?
Trey J, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on the main event?
You know how previous times we've talked about Daniel Garcia and how in general he's one of those guys who proves that you don't have to win to come out looking great.
Exactly.
If this wasn't a textbook example of that, I don't know what else is. He is amazing. He is the future. If he does not have a world title reign before his contract ends, then AEW has made a terrible mistake. This guy has legitimately everything.
Yeah.
There's not a single tool that this man does not have. He doesn't possess.
Yeah.
He's everything that you want in a young star.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's anything else. The fact that he truly did carry Adam Cole through a match that was fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like when you look on the rest of the roster, like this is a match that needs to be run back.
Yeah.
This is a match that you can see, 3 months, 6 months down the line, they have it again. And have a completely different result, and nobody's going to be in any way upset.
Yeah.
You know, Adam Cole definitely needed to win this because coming back with so much fanfare, so much hype, and then being put in the main event spot, it would have been a tease to have him lose.
Yeah, absolutely.
But if Daniel Garcia looks so great throughout this whole thing.
Yeah.
And you can even see like how he's able to protect Adam Cole and make things look so devastating.
Yeah.
Like those pile drivers looked amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And but you can like if you when you run it back, you can tell no, he's got him high up he's got him higher up, he's got him like he's taking the full cushion, he's rolling back, he's not dropping, he's like falling back.
Yeah.
Which cushions the blow anyway.
Yeah.
So I mean a lot of that is just it's veteran stuff. Like this kid is beyond his years as a wrestler, as a performer.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
love it.
Dollywood, your turn. Main event.
I mean, I don't really know how I could write a love letter better to Daniel Garcia than the one that Trey J just wrote. Like, and his paint me like you're a French girl.
I am. Like, it's really, he's my anti J Brock. Like seriously.
Yeah.
It always comes back to J Brock.
It does.
Don't say any more. As your lawyer, don't say anything more.
I just like Joseph. Yes, this is exactly like my point of anything I have to say is that I was hoping so much so that Daniel Garcia was going to break away and that he was going to go to BCC, BBC, whatever you want to call it. If you're Hangman or if you're a normal person or if you're Trey J, whatever you want to call it. I was hoping that he was going to go to the Blackpool Combat Club. He didn't. I'm heartbroken still. Like it's been months. Are you fondueing while we do this? Like, are you eating fondue?
No, I just think the fondue part is the only thing that's probably large enough to cover because I'm laying down, so I feel like this could be problematic for our sponsors.
I think you made her blush.
It's problematic for a
How do you make a
woman.
black guy blush? She managed to do it.
Woo!
Okay, I just have to look at this part of my screen now.
Okay, I will move. Oh my God, there's that whole leg.
Oh, not the leg shot.
Oh, tripod styles over here. I don't know.
That is my nickname for next week. Tripod Styles. Thank you. I love
love
you.
To answer that person's question, I broke my arm jogging. That's how I broke my arm.
Only
The
in
only guy
Canada.
who ever did that ever.
Yeah, only in Canada. That doesn't float here in America.
No, other Canadians are making fun of me. Okay, so not in Canada, only me.
Okay. To sum it up, so glad Adam Cole's back. I thought he was going to propose to. Really glad that he didn't. I hope that he does it in an intimate, wonderful way that is deserving of the beautiful woman that he has.
Yeah.
I hope that people are not continuing to body shame him on the internet because that's garbage and they shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Well, he came back a little bit bigger too.
Yeah.
Right. He looked buff.
Dollywood, while we have you here, can you tell us how Alex proposed to you?
I would love to tell y'all how Alex proposed to me. Okay. So it was January. And January in Charlotte, North Carolina is not super warm. So he had gotten home from work. I was working from home that day. And we were watching, we were still watching Yellowstone at the time. So like we had just finished an episode of Yellowstone whenever he got home from work. And I was like, okay, well, are you ready for supper? Supper is the final meal of the day for people that don't know. In the South, at least, it's dinner.
It's worldwide, okay?
Supper, dinner, whatever you want to call it,
right.
Whatever. It's the biggest meal of the day, is what it is. So I went downstairs and I was like, okay, well, I'm going to make broccoli cheese soup for supper, dinner, whatever you want to call it. So
You're really focusing on that way too much.
I know. I'm sorry.
Let her tell her story, man.
The whiskey has kicked in, and I'm sorry. I'm a rambling, gambling girl at this point.
I lean forward without falling.
Shut up. So anyway, I'm digging through the there was a point to this. Yeah. I was making broccoli cheese soup for supper. I'm digging through the freezer. Because I need to send everyone in the group chat a picture of our freezer and how much bullshit I have in it because I put so much shit in the freezer.
And you didn't end up sending it to the group chat, did you?
Do what?
You didn't end up sending that picture, did you?
No, not yet. Because I didn't talk about it until right now. What? I'm not the Flash. Anyway. Anyway, I have so much stuff in our freezer. So I was digging through our freezer trying to find broccoli to make broccoli cheese soup with. So I finally find a bag of broccoli and I get it out and I turn around. Alex is 8 years older than me, like 8.5 years older than me. I'm 32 and he'll be 41 in a few weeks. So I turn around and this some bitch is on the floor and I'm like, oh my God, did you fall? Are you okay? No, he was proposing.
Aw.
And then and he rambled some stuff about like how much he loved me and how much like he couldn't imagine his life without me. You know, things that the rest of you say to me. Although romantic, because he's so handsome and I love him so much. So I was in a WrestleMania 16 shirt when he proposed to me in our kitchen, as most girls are, I think. I don't know. And it was just the most beautiful, perfect night.
That's a wonderful story.
Yes. Yeah. So we ended up, I did not make the broccoli cheese soup. He was like, well, let's go out to eat. Like, I think that he just didn't want me to cook.
He's like, I gotta save this broccoli cheese soup. Let's go. I'm gonna have to propose.
Because it's not my strongest recipe. I'll be totally honest. It's a Panera copycat recipe that I make. Yeah. Not my strongest recipe. So I don't blame him for not wanting it. But so we went out to eat instead. And
He's like, I'm gonna propose it somewhere else, but I've got to stop this broccoli soup from happening.
So he got the ring like the day before. And it was like burning a hole in his pocket and he couldn't wait to propose to me because who can blame him?
Yeah.
You can't blame him.
The girl that brings a cat and 45 wrestling t-shirts into his life.
Yeah.
What more could you ask for?
Couldn't ask for anything more.
Right.
All right. So we are at the point where we have to give our flowers. Number of bells and favorite match and or segment, Canada Dry. You go first.
All right. I'm going with the Kenny Omega match.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was great. I'm giving this show 3.5 bells.
3.5 bells. Okay. Trey J Styles, your turn.
I'm going to give this show 4 bells. My favorite match was Kenny Omega and Jeff Cobb. The entire segment was amazing. Even the semi-segments that led up to that point.
Yeah.
I feel like we got to kind of count all those together. This show only, to me, suffered from pacing issues because the order of it was very questionable.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost like Tony Khan was like, oh, I got to keep Adam Cole for the match. It's like, no, you got Jeff Cobb versus Kenny Omega. You in with that. And then you have a banger angle after that. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But a lot of the stuff, I mean, we talked about how much, I feel like we gushed a bit over the Butcher.
Yeah.
And of course, everybody loves Orange Cassidy. The Matt Hardy and Jungle Boy match was better than it should have. And then it had a banger follow-up with there. So there was so much good here. And the only thing that I can really draw back on is just the order was so weird.
Yeah.
But I loved it, though.
Okay.
Great show. 4 bells.
All right. Dollywood, your turn.
I wanted to give it 3, and then Trey J kind of changed my mind. You're right. Everything was great. They were all really good matches. I mean, Ruby and Willow, that was a great match.
Yeah.
The only one that was kind of, I mean, like almost a snoozer, even though it wasn't, was the first one.
Yeah.
And even it was. And one thing that nobody really mentioned was like how sweet Ethan Page was to the crowd. Like if you go back and you look, there's a little boy in the crowd that's like so excited to be there, and Ethan Page like takes a minute to talk to that little kid, and like it's precious.
Yeah.
These people just genuinely love what they do, and fuck, like you can't like fault them for that. You can't be mad at anybody for loving their job and for being so damn good at it.
Yeah.
Solid 4. I think I'm still gonna go with Omega versus Hobbs versus Cobb, not Hobbs. Cobb.
Hobbs versus Cobbs needs to happen.
Yeah,
That
absolutely.
would be a great match. Tony Khan, if you're listening, if you're really Roxy over here in the chat,
Roxy
Tony Khan, y'all didn't know Tony Khan is noob.
Imagine that this whole
Tony
time.
Khan might be
Noob
new.
is Tony Khan. That'd be hilarious.
If
That would
Tony
be-
Khan was gonna have an avatar, it would be Sonic, I think.
Yeah.
He's either
definitely.
a Sonic guy or a Mario man, one of the two.
Oh, he's Sonic. He's definitely Sonic.
Definitely.
I'm gonna call him Tony Khan from now on in the chat.
He's like, he's so fast all the time, just like Sonic. Yeah. If you hit him in the stomach, I bet gold rings just fly out of his
Oh
nose.
no, like gold rings and everything.
Exactly. Billionaires. They don't have blood. They have gold.
Anyway, it was such a good show. Weird timing, you're right. And I might just be salty because I didn't get the first and last right.
Yeah.
I don't
but
think many people did.
Yeah, many people.
Tony
did.
Khan's messing with us.
Yeah.
he is. Master manipulator Tony Khan.
He watches the product.
Well,
And I will forever defend you on Twitter.
so I'll take my shot. You're right. The order was erratic. It did not make sense. The sum of the parts should equal the greatness of the whole, and it just didn't hit. And I think that mismatch and mismanagement of putting the matches in the places that they were at was bad. Kenny Omega and Jeff Cobb, favorite match of the night. I mean, those guys tore the house down. It would have been a lot better if the crowd was into it instead of just being like, oh, he did a really fantastic V-trigger. Congratulations. Like, it was just horrible. But I'm going to give it 4 bells. I think this is the first time
I gave the worst score. That's
you gave the worst
I
score.
cannot believe Canada Dry is a WWE mark. Oh my god!
Never and always put it on his tombstone. I heart VM.
Oh,
I
don't start
heart
a war you
Vince.
can't finish, Dollywood.
All right, so what is our composite score?
Today, our composite score for Dynamite After Dark is 3 7/8.
Yeah.
3.875. Canada Dry is in fact responsible for the biggest percentage drop in Dynamite After
I'm
Dark
okay with
history.
that. But I think you guys scored a little high, so I think 3.8.
I feel like you're just complaining about nothing.
So I think
I
we
knew
can
you guys
all
were going
agree
high, so I had to go low.
that because Canada Dry is responsible for this, he needs to send me that Bryan Danielson poster.
I think so.
Sorry, that's supposed to.
I want it so bad.
All right, guys, that is our show. Thank you for spending your night not watching the AEW All Access, but watching us instead. Dang that!
I'm watching it tomorrow. As
yeah.
should y'all.
You know that sucker.
I don't know if we'll ever get to watch it. I don't know if they have it in Canada here yet.
Yeah. It came on like twice.
Not in Canada.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, sorry.
Yeah.
It's because you have a better country.
It's coming on tomorrow morning as soon as I wake up, though. Because
Did you say America's a better country, JFB?
No, I said you have a better country.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to revoke your honorary Canadian citizenship.
Yeah, this is why you don't get American Dad commercials. This is the reason. It's because of that.
It's not even the socialized healthcare anymore. It's literally just everything else.
Yeah, exactly.
We have Canadian Dad.
The only thing that you guys
we have Canadian Dad.
the only negative that you guys have is poutine.
It's just some they're like snubbling show.
Wow.
Shoveling snow.
Shoveling snow. All right, guys.
And watching hockey, damn it.
There's our end of our show. Thank you very much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. If you want to get connected with us on social media, you can go to youtube.com/effing wrestling. Click like and subscribe. All our social media information is right there. You can go to our website, effingwrestling.com, where you can go ahead and get into AFW, which is the All Effing Wrestling League. We got Black Dahlia here too.
Hey everybody, how you doing?
If you like t-shirts, and I know that you do, if you have t-shirts and you know what you do, we have several t-shirts. We have the Effing Wrestling, the All Effing Wrestling Show, which is our Sunday show. We have the Effing Fingers with Natalia Markova. We have a Kool-Aid shirt. That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
Blast, baby.
Yeah, blast, raspberry blast.
So, this on Friday, we have a great show planned.
Yeah.
It's the Midnight Rider. And this is going to be the legend of the Midnight Rider. It's going to be a great show. And we're going to do a Ring of Honor predictions. Okay. And then Saturday, we got the Magic of Wrestling with Liam. And some of his UK friends are going to be there. And they're going to be doing the top 15 UK wrestlers of all time. And they're also going to be doing WrestleMania Night 1 predictions.
Yeah.
And then on Sunday, we got the author of Flowers for Adrian, John Elo, I think pronounces his name. And we're going to have a great time talking to him. Some great Adrian Adonis stories. And then we're going to do Night 2 predictions for WrestleMania.
Yeah. All right. So if you want to get a t-shirt, we know that you do. Go to prowrestlingtees.com/effing wrestling. If you like Adrian Adonis, which we do because we have the author of the book, or you want to get this shirt, you go to prowrestlingtees.com/Adrian Adonis, where you can get all of your pro wrestling gear to support an amazing career from Adrian Adonis. So on behalf of Canada Dry, Trey J Styles, and the Dollywood, and the JFB.
And remember, just keep fighting!
Hit it, Daddy-O! This has been an effing worldwide media production. You can find us on all social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and others. Head over to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/effing wrestling. And while you're there, click like and subscribe. Want some swag? Head to our store at prowrestlingtees.com/effing wrestling. You can find all these links and much more at our awesome website, effingwrestling.com. As the JFB always says, you can book it.